Hey guys, Endless Dolphins here. Although, those of you who know me in real life, will know me as Steven. And this is a video I've been thinking about for a couple months now, and one I always knew would come. And so let's just go ahead and rip the band-aid off. I'm retiring. I'm leaving the community in the game that I fell in love with way back in the late 2020. At the end of this 2024 ECS season, that'll be the last time you see me compete on the field, Rocket League. And so, this is my farewell video. You'll still see me around from time to time, but, as far as I'll probably cast from time to time. I'll still play because I still enjoy the game, but I can't have a fixed schedule based on this game anymore. And so this is a video of kind of why. Also, it's going to be a little long because I intend to include a personal message from each one of you that have been my teammates and my friends over this journey. And so I'll include timestamps if you want to skip the general explanations. Just find your team message. Also, if you were on several rosters, I'll only talk about you for the last time we were on the team together. So for distance, I'm not going to talk about our Amethyst days. We're only going to talk about our Starlight days, which kind of just started. So why? Why am I choosing to leave at seemingly the peak of my career after winning 3 championships, get into playoffs and ATS? Why leave? Well, a lot of people know I do things outside of Rocket League. It's nonetheless a thing that I love to do, but my main focus has always been real life sports, as well as ministry. And I have forsaken going to Bible studies several times, or choosing to not hang out with my brothers and sisters in Christ so I can play a game, or be there for a scrim. And it's not something I really want to continue doing, because it puts extra pressure on me when we lose. Because I just left as something very important, and didn't have anything to show for it. Obviously, it's not a job. I don't get paid much, or really get paid at all for what I do. It's only been out of passion. And as my life progresses, I need to focus on my career, as well as just my own personal finances and my own personal development, and storing up things that really matter in my life. And so I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all those who shared the field with me, both my competitors and my friends. Thank you to Virt for creating Evolve, and making it 18 plus, because that's what really pulled me in. I knew I could avoid all the kids. Ultimately, I ended up having the youngest roster anyway. But back at the time, there were 46 members in this little known organization. And I figured if there's a chance I could get a team and just go have fun. And I was coming with distance. We were like a package deal at the time. I figured, why not go for a little smaller org that's looking to get its feet off the ground. And I chose Evolve. And we formed the first roster. I just missed the first one, me and distance. But we formed the second one. Almost made it in time for the PCS preseason. Just barely made it. We were formed maybe a day or two after the preseason started. Saw you guys win, and it was a great shout. And that kind of just sparked the whole journey. Going to Amethyst, having a great run, having great dreams, and then eventually Nebula, the first team that brought it home for me. So far, still the only team that's brought it home for me. Hopefully Starlight does the same, but it is what it is. But yeah, so with this last Starlight roster, it's not just a roster that I want to win. It's a roster I want to have fun with. I'm not just picking who I think are the best players. I'm picking friends. I don't really care if we win, we lose. I'm already a champion. I've already won my tournaments. Whether I win 4 or 5 or 6, nothing really takes away that I've won at least one. I've still got that gold medal around my neck that can't really be taken away. So whether we win or lose, it's not the biggest concern for me. I just want to go out enjoy one more split with my friends, because you guys mean a lot to me. I share this game because I like to have fun. I've tried to be as respectful and form no enemies, even if people are coming at me and they doubt my integrity. Sure, I'm not perfect, but I've certainly strive to be the most respectful and to be a little beacon of light to anyone that's had the opportunity to interact with me. Anyone that has felt anything contrary to me, or felt anyway, I'm sorry. It's never my intention. I don't want to hurt people. I want to help people. I want people to be the best that they can possibly be as I strive to be the best I can be. Without further ado, I just want to include a little message for every single one of you. Kind of go over how each roster was formed. Give a nice little picture to my Rocket League journey before I head out. Like I said, you can skip through this as need be, or you can sit by and just hear my thoughts on how much you guys all mean to me. So I'll start with Evolve Green, consisting of myself, Automatic GG, Senior Cat, and Psycho's Distance. Distance I will defer to sharing about later because he was on other rosters. Spoiler. But first and foremost, Automatic GG and Senior Cat. Automatic, I had a lot of vision for you. I'm not going to lie. When you told me that you were like struggling for motivation in the game, I was like, I echoed the sentiment. I felt that because Distance and I were both struggling for more motivation to really grind up. We had just hit Champ 2. We were enjoying the game, but it was starting to get a little repetitive for us. We had been playing for several years at that point. And I figured, hey, like, that's the whole purpose of why we're doing the league. And I really was looking forward to building a roster. Sure, we weren't very competitive. We lost, I think, every scrim, every match that we played in. But nonetheless, I had fun. I enjoyed the time I got to share playing on the field with you. And I know you kind of blew up at the end. You weren't too happy, which I understand. And if I had more control, if I was captain of the roster at the time, maybe things would have been different, maybe not. But ultimately, like, for that brief period where we did share the field together, I appreciated that. And Senior Cat, splitting off with you hurt me because you were someone I really enjoyed playing with. And like, I knew that the victories would come as evidence when you won AGL, which warmed my heart so deeply. I knew we had picked right, that Milky Militia was the right spot for you. And to see you taken care of there, form a good roster, and eventually get a gold medal, it meant a lot to me. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful to see you wherever you go. I'll always support you. And I hope that we can run some rank, just enjoy playing together again. I definitely considered you a good friend. Moving on to Evolve Amethyst version 1.0. The team where I really started to cut my teeth. Amethyst was formed kind of off the backs of All Green not doing too well. Virt decided to cut loose the rest. Oh, Polky 6. I'm sorry, I did not mean to forget about you. I obviously didn't interact with you too much. You were Reaper's boy at the time. He vouched for you, got you on the team. And I very much didn't get a chance to play a ton with you, but I appreciate you. And I'm grateful to see that you did do decently well on Milky Militia as well. But back to Amethyst version 1.0. Version 1.0 consisted of myself, Mystic. It's Mystic at the time. It's Chances, just Chances as people call him, Kratos, and for a brief time, Distance was on, but he chose to go a separate way. And our third was FN Savoy. That was our first third, as well as Zelly. So I'll share about all of you because why not? Amethyst. What do I say? So I guess we'll start with Kratos. Kratos, part of that Rec GG roster that everyone had very high hopes for. It's only get beaten down by Obsidian at the time of Fall of Black, and to come over to Evolve and take my spot on Amethyst. At first I was like, no, there's no way. But you earned your starter spot, and I had no issues conceding that you were the better player and just letting you do your thing. And it's for the better, because Amethyst absolutely just rolled through everyone, really up until the very end. And I certainly thank you for that, for being a good third man so that Mystic and Chances could go and just do their thing, for bringing a lot of mechanical outplays. We could count on you to 1v3 a lot, and I definitely really appreciated having you on my team. Even if you did kind of steal my thunder just a little bit. Chances. Oh my goodness, Chances. Chances, you're funny, dude. And you did a lot to put Evolve on the map, but also like making a lot of fans for yourself. You were fast, dynamic, and just a funny dude to hang out with. You and Mystic coming over together from Mach 10 was something. Everyone was very doubtful and very like kind of wary, because especially on the terms that Evolve Green was like split up. But I think once they really saw us and they saw how we just started rolling through teams in PCS and RLSS, they understood. They understood that it was the right move. And I was very happy to see, as sad as I was to see you go, I was very happy to see you hit GC. And I really hope you win some more things. As far as I know, I don't think you won a championship yet, but just keep grinding at it. Don't give up. And I know, you've always got a friend in me. You always got someone to support you. That's how I've always seen you. And Savoy. It's hard to kind of remember the reputation you had on Amethyst, because I think a lot of people know you for your time off of Amethyst after you were chose to step back. But you were one of the first super subs. You and Shank were the true super subs. People you threw in there. You didn't necessarily know if they were going to do super well, but you did. You certainly delivered. And when you were on your game, you could change the course of a series. I never regret putting you in. Of course, later on, just running games together, it's kind of got a reputation for being a little inconsistent, but it's fine, dude. It's fine. As long as you go out there and you have fun. That's what video games are all about, right? They're meant to have fun. They're meant to be enjoyed. And I enjoy playing the games with you. I still enjoy playing the game with you. Don't hesitate to hit me up anytime. And I expect inconsistency, so you're fine, man. I'm not always there just to win. I'm there to just enjoy playing the game. I'm there to enjoy having friends, That's just the best part about gaming. And Cjayy. Someone I didn't get a chance to share the field with, but there was so much hype around you coming in, finally getting to see you play, being kind of disappointed at your playstyle when I first saw it, when me and Pug started looking at your replays. But what we saw was potential, and I really didn't have too many qualms about picking you up. I believed you were coachable and that we could form you into someone that was truly special. So we did have a good bit of vision. Me and Pug talked a lot about you and how to bring the best out of you, bring the mechanogistic side out of you. But unfortunately, you were grounded and couldn't really play until the very end of the season, couldn't really practice with us. I think Amethyst would have been quite a bit different had you got a chance to play a lot more with us. And I wish I got a chance to run more with you. You added a lot of personality to the VCs that you were in, even outside of the game. You were dynamic on the field. And sure, your rotations needed help. They definitely cleaned up a bit later on. But you're overall, like, I think a lot of people would still say that you're a very enjoyable person to hang out with. And, like I've tried to be there for a couple of your birthdays and stuff, to wish you happy birthday. Cause I'll support you, even though I didn't get a chance to play a lot with you. I appreciated you coming over to Evolve, and, for whatever period of time that you were there, you played your heart out. You did your best to improve. You played in 6-mans. You had fun, and you were a worthwhile member of the community. So thank you, Mystic. I'll share about you now for Amethyst version 2, which consisted of myself, Shattered Stars 23, Psycho's Distance again, and it's Mystic and Cappy ZX. So we'll start off with Shattered. Shattered kind of came out of nowhere. You made it very difficult for me to decide who I'm going to pick. Because I had such great chem with you. Such great natural chem. You were a great personality. Like, I knew you, obviously, I kind of expected it because you're a caster. And for your caster, it's got big personalities, and that certainly fit. So you had the heart, that I really appreciated. And you had great positioning. Even if your mechanics still aren't where you wanted them to be, you played well enough, and I enjoyed running on the field with you. Disappointed that we didn't bring home that gold, but hey, top 3 ain't bad. Certainly nothing to scoff at, and we did have a good run through RLSS, so I very much greatly appreciate having you. I greatly appreciate just the way you follow me around. You support me as well as I support you. And you retired a bit earlier than I did. As much as it broke my heart to see you move on, because I know that I just wanted to run more games with you. I wanted to move up with you. I had so much great vision of how you and Distance would progress. But, you chose to go your own way. And hey, to your credit, you placed. You got a podium in your first season at C3 GC1. And that's certainly nothing to scoff at. That's probably something better than I would have done. And if I'd known I was going to get 3rd in C3 GC1, I would have moved up with you. Honestly, I didn't think that I could have been competitive there, but you proved that I could have done it. It will forever be a what if, because obviously I'm not going to move up for halfway through a split. And Mystic. No other player did I have such great vision for than you. I'm not going to lie. When you and Chances first joined, I believed so much in you. I had our first scrim. We lost 4-2 to Obsidian. But I had fun, and I saw the potential. I was there for the passing plays. And I was like, you know what? If this is just our very first time playing together, sky's the limit for us. And then when we brought on Kratos, I was like, no, it's curtains. We're going to roll through everyone. And sure, we had like butting of heads. But I appreciated everything you did. And I definitely knew that if I could have kept you at your best, if I could have found some way to motivate you to really grind and achieve greater things, we could have brought home more golds. And, I consider that I failed you for not bringing out your best when we needed it most. I think you were such an integral part of Amethyst that when you weren't playing your best, then obviously the team was lacking. Sure, you would lag from time to time, but we would carry. You would 2v3. That was fine. You were the part of V1, Amethyst version 1, that made version 2 such a threat. You brought the mechanics. You could 1v3. You could also whittle down a team. And you're also just great fun. You made the Minecraft servers more enjoyable. And you're someone that made getting on the game a little less of a chore from day to day. And I can't begin to tell you how much it hurt to see Amber struggling with you on it. I had high hopes. I mean, I didn't think I saw you and Goose teaming up. I was like, I know Goose isn't the best player. But I figured, if there's anyone that could redeem that, it's you. But we didn't see your best on there. I think the like performance issues that had an Amethyst started to carry over to your other rosters. And it definitely did hurt me to see you struggling, because I knew you could be so great. I'd seen so much greatness in you, and I wanted to see more. I wanted you to bring home some chips, and to see you it's almost not qual for a Skyward. I'm so happy you made wildcard. I hope you go farther. I really do. Again, it hurts me because I had so much vision for you, and I know that you probably just wanted just a change of scenery. But I definitely think if you put your nose to the grind and really go for it, you can accomplish some great things. Don't ever sell yourself short. Don't ever sell yourself short. You have so much potential. You're a good friend. You're very loyal. You're very dynamic, and just a fun dude, man. Go out, make your Rocket League career your own. Enjoy playing the game. I did think about picking you up for Starlight just because I wanted to run one more season with my friends. I did think about you. Unfortunately, with you on Phantom, it probably wouldn't have gone well politically because Frost would have, I don't know, thrown a hissy fit. But at the time, I didn't really care. But maybe one day we can run some ranked again together. Just have fun, because I miss playing with you, man, and I hope you have great success later on. Because you very much easily could have been, with Chances and Kratos moving up to C3 GC1, formed a great roster. When we brought back Amethyst V1 for scrims, just for fun, we were still a dominant team. We demolished Evolved Sapphire every time except once. Okay, twice if you count that one scrim. But yeah, man, just be the best you. Okay? And now that brings us to Evolve Nebula. First off, why? After 2 great seasons with Amethyst, top 3s, we're growing up, why did I choose to rename the team? For starters, everyone except me and Cappy left. It was just the 2 of us, and I figured it was time for a new name. Now that I have more free reign over the name, I've always liked space. And I think Nebulas look really cool. So, Evolve Nebula. And so Evolve Nebula started off as myself, Cappy, Tibethy, Cure, spelled with a Q and a K and a Y. Crazy spelling, but it works. Oblivionics and who was it? So it was me, myself, Cappy, Cure, Oblivionics, and Tibethy. We called Sandbaggers when we were first formed, because I felt like I was gathering the Infinity Stones of players, except for the Oblivionics, which I'll share about first. Oblivionics, the first ever person I ever let go from a roster. I did want you to join Amber because I wanted you to still be in Evolve. I wanted you to still play and be a revival for a team. But also I knew that I couldn't keep you on Nebula for much longer. And I legit cried thinking about how my vision for you would never come to fruition. You're a person that I formed a great friendship with, and it hurt to have to let you go. But I knew it was better for the team in the long run. Just playstyle wise, I couldn't handle both you and Cure not having a playstyle that would blend with myself, Cappy, and Tibbs. And so it was between the guy with the weird playstyle and no mechanics, and you would refuse to play ones, which I knew would help you improve. And it's like at that point, I knew that if you wouldn't improve, then I couldn't keep you on the team, and that hurt. I tried to delay it as much as I could, but I'm sorry. I really wish we could have done more with you. That you could have gone back to your GC days. That I could have seen you rise up. I don't know where you are, what you're doing now, but I hope you're enjoying what you do. I miss you. I miss playing games with you. I miss the random just triple jump, just the power of friendship, you know. Because I believed in you. I picked you up because I believed in you. I picked you up because I knew you would be available. You'd be someone that, in the midst of everything else going wrong, I could count on you. And for the most part, that held true until the very moment where it didn't. So I miss you, buddy. And I don't know if you'll ever listen to this, but just know that I appreciated you deeply. I really did. I really did. I still do. Cure. I guess we'll go back to back on teammates I've let go. Cure, you created such a dilemma for me when I was first looking for new players for Amethyst, because it was between you and Shattered. At the time, your rotations were rough, but your mechanics were chef's kiss. And when you told me that you're going to focus on school, it relieved such a big burden off my shoulders. And because I was like, all right, let's just pick Shattered. And I knew that if I could just spend some time molding you, oh my goodness, you would be one of the greatest like C1, C2s of all I'd ever seen. You're fast, dynamic, and I really wish that we could have utilized and gotten the most out of you. Because I just felt like we couldn't get the most out of you. You weren't there for enough coaching, for enough of the replay reviews, enough of the scrims. And eventually our playstyle evolved, and you weren't a part of it. And it made it very hard to have you on the roster, which is why eventually we had to part ways. And again, just playstyle differences. And also, like, I couldn't rely that you would be there, that you would reply, which did hurt. Pretty much cried having to let you go as well. I wanted to bring home another chip with you, bring home a fourth in ATS. It didn't come to fruition. I think maybe if we had properly grinded and practiced with you a bit more, we probably could have made that switch. But, you know, who knows? Maybe as trials go with Starlight and things change, you'll end up back on the roster. Obviously, I am making this video before the announcement of who our new player is. But I was grateful that I got a chance to share the field with you. And for the beginning of TPS, you were everything I hoped for. And you knocked my socks off. You absolutely blew me away when I first got to play with you. I did not expect Nebula to be competitive right out the gate. And we hit the ground running. We were sweeping teams in scrims. We were making them forfeit. And it was awesome. And you were a part of that. Me, you, and Cappy, the starting roster, was deadly. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for your funny comments here and there. Overall, I really did enjoy spending time on the team with you. And I wish you didn't have lag issues so we could play a lot more. And just enjoy and develop. And I could see you kind of grow up more. And I guess that leaves us with Solid on Nebula. Nebula's still running. Solid, I first saw you play on Amber. I think I saw your tryout. I advised that they should pick you up and make you a starter immediately after seeing you play. And once I found out that you were not without a team, I figured, the second there's an opportunity that opens up, I don't even need to try anyone else out. I want to pick you up. And I'm very happy to be sending you a PC. And I'm very happy that I could be a part of your life. And, whether I share the field with you a couple more times in ranked, whether that's you end up on Starlight or wherever you end up going, just know that you're a cool dude, man. You're a cool dude. You have a very interesting life that not many other people can say they get a chance to live. And I appreciate you. I really do. And I really hope that we can finish out Skyward strong. Get you a champion ring. Because you deserve it. The second I saw you play, I was like, this guy's got to win something. This guy's got to win something. And I think if things had played a little bit differently with Amber, Amber would have been right up there with Nebula with us. You would have been there. You probably wouldn't even be on Nebula now. You'd still be on Amber, and Amber would be perfect sweeping teams left, right, and center. But yeah. And so, finally, Evolve Starlight. The roster that I will be ending my career with. Why I chose the name Starlight. Well, I put it to the team for a vote, first of all. I wanted to name the team Supernova because, one, I like space. Two, supernovas are the last light as a star dies. Since this is my last season, my star is fading out. It's dying. And so I wanted that to kind of be symbolic of that and kind of like allude to the fact that I'm retiring before this video came out. But Supernova, doesn't roll off the tongue like Starlight does. And so I put a vote to the team, Supernova, Eclipse, or Starlight. Starlight won. So that's what we're known as. And it's currently myself, Tipathy, Psycho's Distance, Cappy, and, well, it was Dylan, but Dylan just left. Again, give you a good idea of when this video is being recorded. I formed this roster because I considered all of you friends that I had good relations with. Psycho's Distance, my forever twos partner, a guy who I enjoy gaming with probably the most right now. You followed me to PCS, to Evolve, on Evolve Green, on Evolve Amethyst for a little bit, and I was hurt when you went to Element H2O. We had to sweep you, of course. So that you probably should have stayed, but I was grateful to get to share the field with you for Amethyst version 2, and I'm grateful to be back with you for Starlight to end out my career. I feel like it started with you. It's only fair that it ends with you. So let's make it a special one, buddy. Let's keep gaming. I look forward to hopefully more late night talks when, we both get sick, because we tend to get sick around the same time. Sometimes. I look forward to sharing more random games as you continue to try to find entertaining ways to spend your time online. I hope one day I get to visit you in Okie Dokieville once I have more money and I can actually afford a plane ticket. But I greatly appreciate you, man. I'm very grateful that I ran into you. That one casual game that you chose to stick around even after your teammate left. I'm grateful to see you stream for a while, and I hope you go back to streaming. We build a community, hang out together, and we'll spend a lot more memories together. Let's finish strong, buddy. Timothy, the number one Evo op, the first Evo op before Phantom even became really like a problem. Beating everyone in 1v1s, it was only fitting. You end up on a team and bring us home our first ring. First, second, and third. I consider you definitely a dear friend. You're fun to hang out with. And your mental, it's a bit of work. I definitely hope that you can fix it one day. But you're a great dude, man. You have a heart of gold. You're not toxic. You have very much a similar heart to mine of wanting to improve, wanting the best out of yourself and everyone. And sure, you get in your own head a lot. You have confidence. And if I could just impart one thing to you, is just be confident. Just go for it. You know, like, these moments don't last forever. Make the most of it. Don't hesitate. As life develops, you'll develop as a person, and you can't always be worried about how other people will perceive you. Just go be you. Be the best you can be. Let's finish out strong on Starlight. I am so grateful that you chose, out of all your rosters, to where you go, and now even Skylight wants you. You've proven yourself as a worthy player, and never sell yourself short. Your achievements, just because they may not be as lofty in your head as you want them to be, you've achieved a lot, dude. Never regret it. Never look back with pain on your experiences. They form who you are, and you formed who I am. You've been a great part of my life, and I appreciate you. Dylan, I can almost guarantee you won't see this because you left. I don't really know why you chose to leave the way you did. It hurt. I considered you a friend. Like I said, I chose you on Starlight because I considered you a friend. And that's really the motif of what Starlight is. It's my final light. And I wanted to run it with my friends. So seeing you leave hurt. And I hope wherever you are that you're okay. That you're doing what you want to do. That you have joy. And you can form more friendships. I miss you, dude. And I hope we can share the field again someday. Wherever you are. And finally, Cappy. Cappy, the random dude who tried out in the middle of, we were looking for a new fifth after Cjayy split. You showed up, hit a flip reset like in the first game you ever played with you, and I was like, all right, kid, all right, we got you. Your rotations were a bit rougher than they are now. You've definitely progressed. I've seen you grow up. You've earned your spot as a starter. You've earned your place as a champion. And we don't play a lot of twos together, yet we are a very good 2v2 team. And I'm so grateful that you chose to try out and you chose to stick with me on Nebula, on Starlight. You mean a lot to me. You put so much pressure on me because I care a lot about what you think. When you're not happy, I'm not happy. Because you bring out the best in me, and I truly think that when I'm playing at my best, I can bring out the best in you. For a lethal combo, and there's no one else that I would love to spend by my side my final season than with the one guy who helped me bring home my first gold medal. And it meant a lot to win with you, and just absolutely dominate through TPES. We only dropped one game, and that was a championship. I didn't even drop a single match. We have still yet to drop a match together. And it speaks so much about how much we work well together. We communicate with each other. And I'm grateful to have you by my side. For all of you who have spent time on a team with me, thank you. It means the world to me. You've made this small snippet of my life with Evolve magical. You've made it so enjoyable, and I greatly, greatly appreciate you for the impact you've had to my life. I'll miss every single one of you. And I hope one day I can look back and see wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you're happy, that you're enjoying yourself, that you're winning more. Panda, dude. Panda, man. I'm sure your retirement's coming up soon too, with how much you're involved with everything else. The 13 at the time, you're 14 now, but the little wonder kid that showed up out of nowhere I was this close to picking Mango as the round out Nebula's roster to replace Oblivionics. It was this close. It really was. I was pretty much like, sure, I'll just try out Panda just for the fun of it. Just because this guy Cjayy like recommended him to me. But that day I was planning on announcing Mango. I was thinking about how I was going to draft a message. You showed up, and JDS vouched for you so hard after looking at your replays. Saying like, bro, you got to pick up this guy. This kid's insane. So we picked you up, and you were absolutely insane. You brought out wins from nowhere. And, you know, if it weren't for you joining, who knows? We might not have won ECS Season 0. You helped us bring it across the finish line. And I thank you so much for that. I couldn't have done it without you. I really wish that we could have done more in ATS. We had a chance to win. I think Starlight might still have taken it. You know, they're a team that has been able to beat us. But at our game, if we were practicing, if we were grinding how we were for ECS, I think we had a chance. And I wish you didn't go up to C3 for a little bit so I could share this last split. I would have easily chosen to share this last split with you. I've enjoyed hanging out with you in VCs. I've enjoyed playing on the field with you. You haven't been a burden to me at all. I'll miss you, dude. I know you're focusing a lot on your life, on basketball, and I hope you have a ton of success at that. That you're just as successful, if not more, than you are in Rocket League. Make the most of every opportunity. Make the most of every day. Enjoy it. Let's finish strong on Nebula. I know you don't have a ton of availability, but whenever you can hop on the field, I'll be there for you, dude. And whenever you have time for twos, I'll be there. I'll do my best to be there for you. Take good care of yourself. Enjoy. And the same to all of you who have got a chance to be teammates. I'll always root for you. Always. Let me know when your games are. If I'm available, I'll watch. Let me know what org you go to. If they allow me, I'll be #1 fan. Whenever you have matches, if I'm available, I'll cast. You will forever have my support. You will forever have my appreciation and my love. Thank you for making Evolve special. It's the only org I chose. I wanted to stay home, and it felt like home. Thank you, Virt, for letting me stay. Thank you to all those who tried out, who I didn't choose, who had the thoughts of joining. Thank you to all those who's coached me. For Pug, you've been there for every roster. That's like from Amethyst on. From Amethyst version 1, you've been there. I believed in you. I would not let you. I did my best to never let you go. Because I didn't want that spark in you to die. I didn't want the flame in you to extinguish. I felt so bad that you weren't able to play the way you wanted to. Just stuff out of your control. And so I held on to you for dear life. I wanted you to get a chance to be proud of something. You could say you coached a championship team, a 3-time champion team. You had feedback and your coaching, no matter how insignificant you feel it was, it got me to play better. It got me to win those tournaments. It got me to win those 6-mans. Currently, I'm sitting at number 2. I was top 3 the last leaderboard. You've changed the way I play the game. Thank you, Pug. Thank you, JDS. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Pyro. Thank you, Automatic GG, Senior Cat, Cappy CX, Timothy, Psycho's Distance, Shadow Stars 23, also known as the bomber of the fight. Thank you, Zelly, Chances, Mystic, Savoy. Thank you, all of you. Reaper, you get an honorable mention. You were technically on Amethyst for a little bit. You were our RSS sub. So thank you to you as well. My forever 1v1 partner. The person I enjoy playing ones against the most. You know, you haven't outpaced me fully yet. You're getting there. Keep grinding. You'll fully beat me. You'll get there. But thank you to all of you for making Rocket League special. And more than just the game I use to distract me from the pain of the world. Thank you for when I was feeling the most. You picked me up. Oh, and thank you to Cjayy. I'm thanking everyone that's ever been on my team. So thank you, Cjayy, as well. Sorry, I didn't mention you more. You're on the team for like 2 weeks, but I had vision, bro. You filled the exact like void that Panda did. So everything that Panda accomplished, I imagine you accomplishing, and I'm so glad you hit GC. I'm very glad. I know you've been fighting for it. I know you've been fighting for success, and I hope I really do hope you get it. You know, there's a lot of tears that I've put into this game, a lot of tears I've shed outside of this game, where Rocket League has comforted me. I hope it does the same for you, truly. But thank you for making my time something special. This is Endless Dolphins, signing out.
Gonna see a shot from Endless Dolphins to score first.
They're back for Endless Dolphins with the cleanup shot, and Endless Dolphins.
Goal, but it'll instead be Endless Dolphins off the kickoff.
It's something that I hate, how everyone's disposable. Every time I
Timothy top will be a follow-up, and this Dolphin shot, good!
And now Cappy was shot and take away the backboard. Bang!
First goal opportunity. Can they get back to it? No, not quite. Ball. Straight up in the air. Nebula covers their bases here. Looking for the shot. Goal!